Hello, you beautiful people. I am Ayushman Wadhwa, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Big City Millennial. And I am moving to Toronto in August this year because I have accepted an offer from the Schulich School of Business at York University for its flagship MBA program. You know what they say, right? When was the last time you did something for the first time? Well, this channel is going to feature a lot of firsts in the beautiful city of Toronto as I vlog my experiences moving from New Delhi to Toronto, going back to school after working for the past 5 years. So if you're someone who's looking to move to Canada, either as a permanent resident or as an international student, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Big City Millennial, as I embark on this adventure so I can take you along with me as I start living that big city life. What's up guys, I've just gotten into the cab and I am headed to the VFS office at Shivaji Metro Station in CP. I've taken a cab because it just gets much easier this way. You don't have to scramble for parking when you're already crunched for time. But today I am really excited because it's starting to feel like things are coming to fruition and they're actualizing, and this is like, a first step in the right direction of me actually moving to Toronto for my education. I applied for my student visa in the non-SDS category on the 5th of April. I'm actually quite surprised by the short turnaround time because today is just the 12th of April and I'm already going for my appointment to get my biometrics done. I was rather nervous about this whole process because after having spoken with a couple of friends and seniors who've moved to Toronto last year for their education, they had mentioned that the waiting times for the visas that they had to face last year were close to 3.5 to 4 months even. So I did all of the visa application process myself. I did not take any assistance or help from any external consultants or coordinators of sorts. People will have you believing that this process is extremely tedious and cumbersome. Once I had all documents sitting pretty in one folder on my desktop, from that point forward it was just about collating all of this information and uploading it on the Canadian website, which has itself seen a revamp in January of 2022. So they've made things fairly intuitive and straightforward. It's a very stepwise process, and if you simply read the instructions that they've given on the website, I am fairly certain that you too will be able to manage this without having to pay exorbitant fees to these consultants. The biometrics process was fairly straightforward as I had expected. They clicked a couple of my pictures, took my fingerprints, and I was in and out of the place within 15 to 20 minutes. But the big news, which I'm delighted to share with you, is that on the 21st of April, just 16 days after having applied for my student visa, I received an email from the IRCC stating that a decision had indeed been made on my application. So as the next step, I went ahead and booked the passport pickup and drop service. My passport was collected from my residence on the 23rd of April, and within just 5 days, I had it delivered back at my home. Listen, from being told that this whole process might take up to 4 months to holding this document in my hand in just 23 days is quite astounding and also a blessing. And now that I received my student visa, the next most obvious step was to start researching flights and finding the cheapest one. So instead of booking my ticket through aggregators such as Make My Trip or GoIbibo, which offered me no benefit as an international student traveling abroad, I decided to book my ticket through the Emirates website directly because they offered me a flat 10% discount on the airfare and also allowed me to carry an extra bag which can weigh up to 10 kgs. So I've cleared my immigration and done with my security. I've reached at my gate and I'm just waiting for boarding to start. For now, I've got about an hour to kill, and I think I'm gonna probably spend that taking and retaking a couple of these shots till the time I get it right. Man, uprooting your life and moving to a different country isn't as simple as I thought. Especially the goodbyes at the airport can get a bit overwhelming. So my mom was 19 when she got married, and she was 20 when she had me. And she was saying, she literally grew up with me, and that I was her first best friend. So when you hear things like this, you can't help but get emotional. So that was difficult. I've gotten myself this travel pillow because it's going to be like a long flight. They actually didn't have any other color, and they had like this really bold Hello Kitty logo printed on this one. So I was like, I'm genuinely prepared to get like a few stares on the aircraft while I'm passed out. I just hope it doesn't get too much. So I spent the last few days just doing things that have always been special to me in Delhi. And while I was doing these, I couldn't help but have these thoughts where I was counting the last for everything. The last time I lifted weights at my gym, the last time I drove my car around my Maruti Suzuki Swift that I've been driving for the past 12 years. The last time I entered my kitchen, the last time I probably had like a shower in my washroom, things like that. So the last whole week was pretty overwhelming. What's up, guys? I have finally landed here in New York.